Hey, so the holiday season is here. In today's lesson, we are learning some useful phrasal verbs and vocabulary for Christmas, New Year's, and the holiday season. So let's get started. So our first phrasal verb is wrap up. Now, wrap up, when we are talking about Christmas or the holidays, just means to wrap a present or wrap a gift in wrapping paper with a bow or ribbon and so on. So for example, I have a lot of gifts to wrap up. Or I don't wrap up my gifts myself. I usually get them wrapped up at the store. Now this phrasal verb wrap up has another very common meaning as well. Wrap up can also mean to bring something to an end. So for example, if you are holding a meeting, you might say, does anyone have any questions before we wrap up? Do you have any questions before we wrap up? So keep in mind that wrap up can mean to wrap presents or wrap gifts, or to bring something like a meeting or a discussion to an end. Our next phrasal verb is pitch in. Pitch in. So to pitch in means to contribute, work together, or do something together as a group. And this one is really useful. It comes in handy for the holidays because we often pitch in to help with things. We get together, we contribute to things as a group, especially during the holidays. So it is common to pitch in financially for something. For instance, we all pitched in to get him a new laptop for Christmas. Or you can ask, do you want to pitch in towards his gift? Do you want to contribute towards his gift? Another example, we all pitched in to plan the New Year's party. We all pitched in to plan the New Year's party. So again, pitch in means that you contribute to something or you participate as a group. Next is get together. Get together. Now this phrasal verb, get together, just means to meet people socially. You can use this if you meet one person or a group of people, it doesn't matter. And this one also comes in handy at the holidays because it is a time when we get together with our friends, with our family, with the people we love. We get together with people who we don't see throughout the rest of the year. So for example, I live in Dubai and my family is not here. So for Christmas and New Year's, I usually get together with a group of friends to celebrate. Our next phrasal verb is gather around or gather round. When you say this quickly, it's difficult to hear the A in around. So we just kind of connect the two words and say gather round. Everyone gather round. Now this one means to physically form a group or a small crowd, usually around a central point. So for example, you can gather around a table, you can gather around a Christmas tree, you can gather around a fire. It's basically when everyone comes together around something. So for example, when I was a kid, we used to gather around the Christmas tree on Christmas morning to open our presents. Another example, if you are making a toast or an announcement, you can say, everyone gather around the table, I have an announcement to make. So gather around, again, just means to form a group or a little crowd, usually around something. The next phrasal verb is dress up. Dress up. Now, if you dress up, it means that you dress formally, or you dress in a fancy way or wear a special outfit. Now this one can be for New Year's, for Christmas, or for any other holiday or special occasion as well. So for example, I love to dress up on New Year's, even if I don't go anywhere. It's just a tradition for me. I love to look nice, to feel nice, to wear something special. You can also dress up for Halloween, you can dress up for your birthday, you can dress up for a night out, any special occasion when you wear something fancy or formal, not your everyday clothes. And most of us do dress up at the holidays. The next phrasal verb that you will hear around the holidays is ring in. Ring in. Now, this phrasal verb is special because we use it specifically to talk about New Year's. We say ring in the new year. And to ring in the new year just means to welcome in the new year, or to welcome the new year. So for example, I'm going to ring in the new year in Times Square in New York City. I'm going to ring in the new year in Times Square in New York City. Or if it's almost midnight and you are with a group of friends or your family, you can say, it's time to ring in the new year. It's time to ring in the new year. It is time to welcome the new year. So keep in mind that this one is used specifically for New Year's. I've never used it to talk about anything else, so it is very specific to the holidays, in particular, New Year's Eve. Our next phrasal verb is put up. Put up. And we use this one to talk about lights, decorations, a Christmas tree, and this one simply means to display. For example, a lot of shops put up Christmas decorations right after Halloween. A lot of shops put up Christmas decorations right after Halloween. Another example, I'm planning to put up my Christmas tree next weekend. This is true. I know it's a little early, but I'm still planning to put up my Christmas tree and put up my Christmas decorations next week. And the opposite of put up is take down. Take down means to dismantle, take apart, or remove. So for example, I love putting up Christmas decorations and putting up my Christmas tree, but I hate taking them down. I hate taking them down. Next, we have go out. Go out. This one is easy. It just means to attend an event outside of your house. And it's especially common during the holidays because a lot of people go out. So for example, do you usually go out for New Year's? Are you going out for New Year's this year? I'm still thinking about whether I should go out or not because it does require a lot of planning and effort. So go out just means to attend an event outside of your house or someone's home. And the opposite of go out, another phrasal verb, stay in. Stay in just means to remain at home. So for example, we ended up staying in because of the snowstorm. We ended up staying in because of the snowstorm. All right, our next word is not a phrasal verb, it's just a verb, and it is to re-gift. To re-gift. Now, if you re-gift something, it means that you take a gift that you received from someone and you give it to someone else. So usually we re-gift things that we don't like or that we think we're not going to use. So for example, let's say that I received a bottle of perfume and I hate the smell of it. I might re-gift this perfume to someone else. So for example, I hate the smell of this perfume. I'm never going to use it. I think I'm going to re-gift it, okay? Or if you are running late with a gift or you haven't had a chance to buy a gift and you need one for someone, you might re-gift something that you already have at home, okay? So just to clarify, this doesn't mean you just give something from your house. It means that you give a gift that someone else gave to you to a new person or to another person, to re-gift. So have you ever re-gifted anything? Have you ever gotten a gift that you think was re-gifted? Let me know in the comments. Another common word you will probably see or hear during this holiday season is Eve. E-V-E, Eve. Specifically New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve. And this just means the night before. So Christmas Eve is the night before Christmas, December 24th. And New Year's Eve is December 31st. It is the night before or the day before New Year's Day. So for example, when I was a child, one tradition that my family had was we used to open one gift on Christmas Eve. And I always looked forward to this. This is true. We always used to choose one gift and we could open it on December 24th, the night before Christmas. I always used to choose a really small gift to open on Christmas Eve because I wanted to save all of the bigger presents or things that I thought were special for Christmas morning. Another example, New Year's Eve is my favorite night of the year. And this is also true. I absolutely love New Year's. It's probably my favorite holiday, specifically New Year's Eve, the night before New Year's Day. The next word on our list is countdown. Countdown. So countdown is usually used as a noun and it refers to the last 10 seconds of the year when we count backwards from 10 to ring in the new year. So when we say 10, 9, 8, 7, blah, 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 Happy New Year, this is the countdown. So for example, when I was a kid, I used to watch the countdown in Times Square in New York City on TV with my family. So when I was a kid, I always used to watch the countdown on TV. I actually still do that now if I am at home, if I'm not out, if I decide to stay in. I always ring in the new year by watching the countdown on TV. So if you listen to that example again, I used a few of the phrases that we learned in this lesson. Our next phrase is to make a toast. To make a toast. Now, to make a toast is when you give a little speech and you usually cheers with a drink and you have a group of people, you stand up and you say, I just want to make a toast to the new year. I want to wish everyone all the best for 2023. This is an example of a very, very simple toast. Now, you can also make a toast not only at the holidays, but at any special occasion or any special event when people are gathered together. It's very common to make a toast at a wedding. It's very common for the main speaker or the main guest of honor to make a toast at a corporate event. So you will often see people making a toast at holiday gatherings, but this can be for any special occasion. And last but certainly not least, we have resolution or New Year's resolutions. Now, your New Year's resolutions refer to your goals, your plans, and your intentions for the coming year. So share your New Year's resolutions with me down in the comments. I personally love writing New Year's resolutions, my goals for the coming year. So if you already know what yours are, please do share those with us down below. So there you have it, 15 very useful phrasal verbs, vocabulary words, and phrases to talk about the holiday season. So even if you don't necessarily use all of these, I am sure that you will hear other people using them, so they're really, really good to know. If you can think of any others as well, do share those with us down below in the comments. And if you want to take your English vocabulary to the next level, make sure you check out the weekly English Words membership. I will link that down below. And don't forget to grab your free ebook, English Conversations Made Simple. I'll also link that below this lesson. So thank you so much for watching, for learning, and for spending time with me today. And I'll see you very soon in another lesson.